Hi everyone, I am Kerem
I am Cagatay.
and we are the co-founders at Justlife. Justlife is a managed marketplace that connects people looking for home services with tech-enabled and well-trained service professionals.
We founded Justlife as two founders in our living room. As of now, we are 300 strong from 19 different nationalities. Over the course of 7 years, we helped more than 1 million customers with close to 5 million services. And we generated $200 million in revenue to the partners that are working with Justlife.
Now let's talk about crisis management. And let's go back to the most recent crisis that we had all gone through. The pandemic, 2020. We started the year with a bang. We were bigger than all our competitors combined. We had just closed the fundraising round of Series A, super confident in the business. Everyone was super motivated to take the company to the next level. And boom, the pandemic hits. We lost our revenue by 50% in less than a month. And we were not able to step out for the first few days. However, the only not so bad news was that the entire world was going through the same crisis. So we decided to step up and we first formed an emergency internal COVID team. Their sole focus was to identify the best practices around the world and what other businesses, other successful founders did. And another important point for us was to over-communicate at every step of the way. Because if you don't make your stakeholders feel safe around crisis times, then they are not going to be engaged. They are not going to be able to commit to your company. They are not going to be able to bring up anything that's going to take you out of the bad crisis moment. And they were unprecedented times. However, what also helped us was the fact that we reached out to similar businesses in different parts of the world. Again, the not so bad news was that some countries lived through the crisis a few weeks before we did. So we reached out to those founders. And in these times, you have to understand one fact. Everyone becomes family. So everyone reaches out for help. And by talking to similar businesses, different successful founders, having the inputs from our internal emergency team, we decided that we had to shift our focus from growth at all costs to safety at all costs with a sharp focus on profitability.
When we changed the strategy, we divided it into 3 pillars. The first one was safety, the second one was increasing revenues, and the third one was cutting the cost. And safety-wise, we looked into all the stakeholders, from clients to employees, from professionals to partners, even the investors. We looked into what we can do for increasing their safety. Just to name a few, we have come up with $100,000 emergency fund for our professionals and suppliers. And we have built technological feature on the partner app where we can track their symptoms along with their fevers and show it to the customers so that they can feel safe. And we did many other things. When it comes to the revenue side, we looked into every single industry by comparing with our capability. And after this journey, we decided to tackle the disinfection services part. And we built our special project team from all the departments, and we went live in 48 hours. And we gathered all the business development and the CX team to talk to the big corporations and the startups in the region. At the end of a few weeks, and we as pioneers were helping them with their disinfection services in their warehouses, motorbikes and dark stores. It helped us big time navigating through the crisis. And the third was cutting the cost. We looked into every single cost item. We restructured everything, mainly with marketing and other suppliers. And when it comes to the salaries of the employees, we decided that this is the only piece that we don't want to act on. And we never cut down on a single dirham from any employee, and we never terminated any employee, because we believe that if we pass these times together with the culture that we were going to create, it was going to be better. And long story short, after this like 6 months, which was the core of the COVID-19, we had more money in the bank account, we had better retention in all the stakeholders, and we had more loyalty for employees and clients and the professionals.
Now let's wrap up how to act during crisis times. First, do not panic act. Do not make decisions under extreme pressure or during extremely emotional moments. It's definitely gonna backfire. Second of all, act for short term and plan/build for long term. And last but not least, you have to over-communicate with every single stakeholder all around the crisis times, because they have to be involved so that they feel safe, so that they commit to making the company back on its feet again.